Week 7, maintain, don't gain. This is your Tabata circuit workout. I'm Andy, and let's get to it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Tabata workout is a very intense workout, so make sure that you fuel up properly. Some good carbohydrates before the workout, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes before we do the trick. Give you some examples: bananas, granola bars, something with a little sugar in there, but also dense with carbs. It's gonna definitely be applicable for this type of workout. Now, Tabata, you have got to make sure you understand how this works. We're going to be doing 20 seconds of active work, 10 seconds of recovery. And we're going to be doing 8 sets for each exercise. Not 8 sets altogether, 8 sets again for each exercise. So, getting into it, we're going to start with alternating lunges. I'm going to give you 2 examples of the lunges. We're going to do a highly progressed version and a lower progressed version. Okay, so with the high intensity version, we're going to go with a jump lunge, okay, or a explosive lunge is what we like to call them. Okay, so make sure that with this one you're going ahead and digging that heel into the ground. You got good balance here, and you don't cross your legs back and forth. You make sure you stay on your rails. The feet are apart, shoulder width, and you're kind of giving me a slight forward lean, chest up, and we're going to go right into it with an explosive movement. Okay, make sure you're powering off that front leg, and I always like to use the arms to thrust through, just to give you a little bit of a extra jump there. Okay. That is a more advanced version, obviously, so make sure if you don't feel comfortable with that, you stick with this one, which is a more basic, standard alternating lunge. I want you coming forward, forward, back. Make sure you're pressing off that front heel, pressing off that front leg. You're powering back with this front leg here. Make sure you don't come down, your back doesn't cave down. You keep that chest up the whole time, okay, guys? And that is the alternating lunge. Okay, again, 20 seconds of active, 10 seconds recovery with that exercise, okay? And 8 rounds of active and recovery with the alternating lunges. Next, we're gonna be doing sit-ups. All right. With the sit-ups, I'm gonna give you three different examples. A more advanced version, we're going to make sure and cup our hands behind our head. Keep our neck in a neutral position. Do not tuck it forward. Do not lay it back, okay? So you never want to tuck that chin forward, all right? Always looking at the ceiling, making eye contact with that ceiling, even throughout the movement as well. Now, we're going to cross the legs. We're going to bring them up, and you can either make it easier by coming in close or even make it harder by extending those legs out, making sure you're still making contact with that lower back. This is going to engage a lot more of the lower abdominals. So, going up into a crunch and back down. Up, down, make sure your shoulders leave the ground and they come right back down, okay? Up, down, until those 20 seconds are up, okay? Again, we're going 20 seconds active, 10 seconds recovery. The next one is pretty simple, just drop the legs. This is the middle ground here, and you're just gonna do the same thing. Make sure you're cupping the hands back here, chin up, looking at the ceiling the whole time. So I want you also making sure you squeeze those abdominals when you get off when your shoulders leave the ground, okay? And for our easy version, we're actually not gonna use the hands for any support of the head here. We're gonna actually use those arms to kind of let us come up. The idea is to try and use those elbows to help your shoulders leave the ground, okay? Here, down. Again, make sure you're staring at the ceiling, not tucking the chin or laying the head back, okay? That is our sit-ups, and again, you're doing 20 seconds active, 10 seconds recovery, okay? And 8 sets altogether. All right, our next one is push-ups. I'm gonna give you 3 versions of the push-ups as well, okay? We're gonna do an explosive push-up, we're gonna do a regular push-up, and then we're gonna do a push-up on our knees, all right? So, excuse me, for the first push-up, we're going to make sure and find a surface that has some cushion on it, so you're easy on the wrist, because we want to make sure the impact on the wrist is as minimal as possible when you're doing this movement in particular. Okay, so hands a little bit further than shoulder width, and make sure whenever you do a push-up, guys, your elbows do not come up in line with your shoulders. You want them below your shoulders. Okay, so whenever somebody's looking above you, you're looking like an arrow. You look like an arrow at this point, okay? If somebody's taking a top angle view at your position, you should look like an arrow, okay? So the elbows coming down. Now, here we go. For the explosive push-up, you're trying to leave the ground here. We're going up and down, up, down, up, down. Again, 20 seconds active, 10 seconds recovery. All right, so the next